Okay, yo, what is up, guys? Right, okay, so as I'm sure you guys can see right now, this is a very, very weird setting for one of our usual videos. This one is even more different than normal because it's not only in a different place where we normally record, we are outside right now, okay? This is One Piece 1071, which I'm very excited for, and the reason I'm very excited for is, well, we know why. We know why. I don't need to say stupid questions. We all know why we're excited for this one. It's going to be an outside stream for a reason you'll see in a second. Shall we get into it? Shall we? Shall we? Right, okay. Before we do get into it, I want to tell you why we're doing this outside. We're doing this for a special occasion. So, as special occasions do, we bring a little present to the party. A cigarette. A cigarette. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this one. It's a one-time only thing. Apologies for those who don't enjoy smoking, anything along those lines. You know, for whatever reasons. It's better off that you don't smoke than you do. I'll preface it with that. Let's get a little bit serious before we get into the fun. Josh, should I read the title? I'm not gonna read the title. I read something. I read Luffy's peak. As I said last episode, the drums do go hard. Shout out to my cream soda lovers as well. What is this? Look at the animation. His hair's white, he got black and red lightning. I couldn't have a broken rib, I think, so heads up for that as well. Ooh, the writing in that was hard. I love the way they animated that. Did the ground just bounce? Is this an awakening then? He makes everything else rubber as well. Ooh. He sounds a little different. What is going on? haven't seen eyes yet, have we? This looks crazy. Is he just like, he's not even throwing anything and stuff is getting destroyed? Is he? Sanji felt it. Sorry, my rib. Everyone's animation looks fluid. Yo, who looked like that? Someone else had that kind of a similar face to him. He was the giant guy. What was his name? They've been trying to get it for 800 years. Is this the fruit is evading us? See, there's always that thing about if devil fruits have a will. It's not implausible. How so? Have a will of their own yet, I told you. Only Zoans though? Human fruit. Mythical type. Nika. The sun god. Wait, Luffy's brother is dark now. Yo, what is this? He's just bouncing around. I've heard the term loony powers. Yo, it looks beautiful though.
ゴムの体にさらなる腕力と自由を与えるという。
He looks like a god. I heard it's the most ridiculous power.
聞いている。
Of course it's Luffy's then. Only Luffy would have the most ridiculous power. You better not go away from Luffy right now. You better show me Luffy again. Oh my god. I've never hated Orochi more than changing from Gear 5 Luffy to Odin. Not even Odin. Orochi. My head is all over the place at the moment. What are you fucking playing by Kaido, you rat? Can we kill Orochi here today? Can we remove him from this beautiful story?
父は約束を守りました。皆を必ず解放するという約束を信じ、1時間の釜茹でにも耐え切った。熱い油に体を焼かれながら、いつも笑っていたけれど、国中の命を人質に取られ、一人で耐え忍ぶ父の苦しさはいかほどだったことです。しめ、無礼者。
Okay, this does go hard actually. I thought this was gonna be like a why am I even watching this? But
腹がついても、ボロを着ても。
Yeah, because she's dealt with this for a long time compared to like Momo.
一日たりともありはしない。愚かで無様。それが増すほど失態の血が救われぬ。
Why is that fire there? Tanjiro is crazy how left field his power went. He's like just become one of his drawings. Oh wow. Oh my god. A deserved ending, don't get me wrong, but darker than I thought it probably would have been.
夜明けはきっと来ます。
And he's back.
俺のやりたかったこと全部。
Oh my god. That's the halfway card? Holy shit. This animation is dope, the way they drew his eyes. It's like he's become like... It's like he's become like an animated character. Now he's... I don't know how to explain it. Every fight from here on out in the show is going to be so different. Everything's going to be so different. Gear 3 in Gear 5? Is Aki stronger as well now? Or it's like constantly running? He looks crazy. Crap, Kaido. No way he just pulls him out. Yo, what the fuck? This is... No, what the fuck? Look at this shit. What is going on? This is like Looney Tunes shit. This is what I'm saying. I can't speak. I'm so blown away by what the fuck is going on. The animation looks wild. Interesting. Some scenes, I don't know if they're good or bad. Other scenes are crazy and good. How do you animate this? What is he doing? What is going on? Okay, we have to go back to that. 1744. I feel like I'm watching Luffy's. Why are their mouths being like left behind and eyes being left behind? Wait, what just happened? Did he send it back? He said go get him. What did he... I'm so confused. This is so fucking insane. What, so you can just do anything? He's in such a different mood now. Like he's not even like stressed. Like he's just like, playing. That's crazy. There's no way he's that stronger than Kaido. He's gonna be like on level with Kaido now, like. But some of the stuff he's doing is just like insane. Like he's just doing what he wants. We used to see Kaido in normal form fighting him. Now the dragon form. I wanna see this. Okay, I know you guys need to fill up time, but we know what happened. This is literally a few episodes ago. They're not even using much CGI on Kaido. They're doing heavy work on that. Something seems different about him. I don't think we've seen him fight like this before. Not even against when he was like previously got against opponents. This is different. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's fighting someone so much weaker than him and he's just messing around. But I mean, even then he didn't normally fight like this. Why is he taking the piss so hard though? Kaido look cool in the back there. Crazy. I wish you got to see more. I really wish you got to see more. Is that everything? I think it's everything. Okay, let me go back to 1740. I'll go 1730. Okay. Let's go through this a little bit, just for a second, just real quick. Messing around, turned into a ball, flew away. High up playback speed on this? Playback rate, yes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm actually gonna record this as well. 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so we got this. Okay, right. So he literally turns into a ball, flies away, then screams and his eyes come out like Looney Tunes. He grabs his eyes, puts them back in, does bazooka, gets in the position for bazooka. Kaido's blast breath is flying over at Luffy. Luffy flies back into his hands instead of throwing the hands forwards. Grabs the ground. Starts like moonwalking in the air for it. No idea what just happened there. He like just squashed into like a saucer, and then now he's just a mouth. He's grabbing to the floor, bouncing. Did he catch it in the ground that he turned into rubber? That's kind of what it looks like, but it's so hard to understand what's even going on. Not in a negative way, but it's just so insane. I think it sent it back. It did. What the fuck? Okay. So this is Awakening. This has to be what Awakening is for Luffy's fruit. This is the awakened version, right? Because, well, I don't know, maybe not, because it's not actually even the Gum Gum fruit anymore. But if it was the Gum Gum fruit, this would be its awakening, wouldn't it? It can, what can it do? It can, so you can turn the ground into rubber, they can flip it up, big square of ground, turn it into rubber. Kaido's blast breath goes into it. He says, "Get him, let's go with it," shoots back at Kaido. One, I don't get how that didn't blow through the ground. Something about when he turns stuff into like gum or rubber or whatever it is. I don't, yeah, no, it's rubber. I don't know why I said gum. You know why. So when he turns it into rubber, I suppose then it's how strong it was would definitely change that. It's all turning from ground. It's not dirt anymore. It's rubber. So we know how strong that is up to Luffy, I guess. Crazy. Okay, that's where we'll end that. Wow. Okay, so I have mixed reactions. I have mixed feelings, about this episode right now. The first half was good, but I noticed quite a few reused scenes. And I know that happens. That happens often in anime. They reuse certain scenes or filler frames for like certain things. But I feel like we watched the same sequence like all together, or maybe if in a different sequence, but the same clips basically over again a fair few times. It's like, don't get me wrong, I know they're probably spending so much time on like the really specific amazing parts of this fight that are coming up instead of like the beginning parts that aren't as important as of yet. Maybe I can get that, so I'm not hating on it by any means. This episode was fucking insane, but it's not the episode I thought it was going to be. I think there's going to be episodes coming up that are going to be way better than this one. Like, insanely better. Like, because the amount of detail in some of the frames on this one, I understand it's definitely going to be harder, because instead of just the ground being a rigid structure in the background of all your shots now, it's possible for the ground to move, and that's like rubber, so you've got to make that look really fluid, otherwise it's going to look shit. And they've done that really well. But I mean, even still, I feel like there were some scenes in there where like there wasn't any much detail to anything. Like they kind of like blurred it out, either to make a cool effect like they did with one shot with Kaido, which I actually enjoyed, but there was another one where it's just like it hadn't had the extra lines put on it yet, it hadn't put this extra bit of detail in yet. But I think if we get some kind of 10, 15, 10, 25 I think it was, or Sanji or Zoro fighting Queen and King kind of level episodes where it's like at the peak of their fight, right at the end of their fight, and I think it's probably going to happen in the next 2 episodes, maybe 3 of One Piece. And I mean, if that is the case, I think we're going to get some crazy episodes, because I'm assuming they're working mainly on the peak of the episode of the fight rather than the build up, just because if they've only got a certain amount of time, I feel like they'd give more to the main part. But who knows. But I mean, an amazing episode. Small things I didn't love, but I mean, nothing that I'm that bothered about, because I still have high expectations for what is gonna come that I've not seen yet. So that's insane. And for the plot, okay, let's get on to the plot now. I'm only just explaining how the episode looked. The plot of the episode, insane. Okay, so now he has the human fruit model Nika. Nika is the sun god they've spoke about previously, Hyogoro spoke about, and also back in Skypiea when Luffy was dancing by the fire. He looked exactly like he did when he was standing in front of the moon there, and I'm fairly sure they spoke about gods in Skypiea, not Enel, but they spoke about I think it was an earth god, sun god, moon, maybe. What's the other one? Rain? Wind? I don't know. Rain, I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. There was 4 of them that they spoke about. It was so fucking long ago now, I can't remember. I've only rewatched it a few times. So yeah. So that's the fruit. So the fruit is named after a god, or it's like a mythical zone in it. So he's basically they become that god. What's it like if someone else has one of them? My brain is melting right now. I need to think. Okay, think. Who else has mythical zones? Mark has a mythical zone, and his full form is him literally becoming that mythical zone. Okay, so Luffy will probably have just normal him, the sun god form, which is maybe this. Oh, no. Maybe. No. Okay, so then he'll have his normal form, the sun god form, and then maybe even a hybrid form. Maybe this was the hybrid form, and we see the sun god form at a later date. But yeah, that's insane. So that's all I can really work out from the fruit. What else happened? His powers are crazy. As I said, I think they're just awakening. I think technically, even though the fruit's name is different, it's still the same fruit. Like, it still does the same things, and maybe I'm wrong on that. And maybe this is just how the fruit normally works, and there's still an awakening to this. But no, that wouldn't make sense, because we've literally seen the process of an awakening for this gum fruit now, haven't we? Because he can now affect things that aren't himself, like the ground. Okay. I don't know. What we might do, because this is taking me too long to think. What we might do is I might do an episode in between this week and next week, of like a breaking down what happened in this episode and going through it at half speed and like just breaking down all the Luffy scenes and seeing what we can see, because there was some cool impact frames in some of the fights and stuff that went on there, so I want to see them again. So we'll probably do that. So we'll cut this one short for this week. But Jesus, guys, as always, thank you. Anyone else who's been on the One Piece journey with us, obviously, we all know, I'm fairly sure we all feel the same, you know. We love the show, and we just know, well, about this episode at least, that there's probably better to come than what we've just seen. Although what we've seen was crazy, and I love some of the scenes. Some of the scenes I thought I saw them too much, and some weren't amazing. But the ones that we did see that were amazing, and even the ones that we saw multiple times, were fantastic. So that's what I'm going to cut it off today. Guys, as always, like, comment. I don't know why I do this, because this may not be where they are. This is probably not where they are. Whatever. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this episode, opinions, theories to do with the fruit. No spoilers though, anyone who's read manga. I've seen bits of parts of the manga, but I don't read it. So do not give me manga spoilers, please. Other than that, sub to carry on watch along with us every week. We drop, what do we drop? We drop 5, what do we drop? I've completely forgotten, my mind is just blank. No, we drop like 4, we've got 5 TV shows, 3 anime, 2 live action a week, and then 1 movie on Movie Mondays. So tune in, join the gang, join the squad, not a gang. And that's it. Peace.